Thanks, Riaz. Good morning. A former Vancouver Canuck is in hospital battling a rare terminal illness. Gino Odjick announced the news last night and says he may have months or even weeks to live. Greg Harper joins us now from Rogers Arena with more on this extremely sad news. Greg?
It is. Good morning, Jody. Lots of people wishing Gino Odjick well in Vancouver this morning. He informed fans that he has been diagnosed with a rare illness. He did this by writing a letter that was posted on the Vancouver Canucks webpage. He is producing his body right now an abnormal protein. It's causing his heart to harden, basically, is what's happening here. In the letter, Gino also writes, "I'm telling you about this now because news is beginning to leak out, and I wanted you to hear it from me. I also want you to know that my spirit is strong even if my body isn't. I'm going to use all of my time to be with my kids and everyone I love." Gino is 43 years old. He played for 12 years in the NHL, 8 of those with the Vancouver Canucks. His former teammate, Cliff Ronning, recently visited Gino in the hospital.
Me and Courts went up there to see him, and, you could tell that he's a little tired. But he still had good spirits. In that way, I'm glad, we spent time with him, and, now he really wants to spend time with his family, and I think you have to respect that.
When you see someone who a lot of people are inspired by and they go through pretty hard stuff in their life, it's at the same time also as inspiring. So you just wish him the best, and you just don't take life for granted.
On the Vancouver Canucks website, next to the letter that was posted, there are some links. One of them is to a fund that's been created to help raise some money to get some of Gino's family to come to Vancouver to be with him. There's also a fan that set up a group page on Facebook, Rally for Gino Odjick. It's encouraging fans to go outside of Vancouver General Hospital and chant Gino once again. Jody?
All right, thank you very much. Greg Harper reporting for us from Rogers Arena this morning. Surrey RCMP are now preparing their case against a 62-year-old man arrested in connection with a fatal hit and run. The man is accused of driving the Honda Accord that hit Gorget Dillon on Tuesday night, killing the 16-year-old motorcyclist. The Honda was abandoned, but the alleged driver was eventually taken into custody at his home. He has been cooperating with investigators and has been released from custody. Possible charges include criminal negligence causing death and failing to remain at the scene of an accident.
We're looking at several weeks, possibly months, before charges are officially laid. But again, having the driver cooperate with our investigators are probably going to expedite this process, and hopefully we can bring it in front of the courts as soon as possible.
There is a new development in another fatal crash in Surrey. Gorget Dillon is appealing his conviction for dangerous driving causing death. Dillon crashed his brother's Corvette into a bus shelter in 2009. 83-year-old Pritam Benning was waiting at the bus stop and was killed by the accident. Dillon was given a year in jail and a 5-year driving ban. A search for a woman in Golden Ears Provincial Park has turned up nothing. Searchers have reportedly suspended the recovery operation at the park outside Maple Ridge. The woman, in her 20s, was with family when she fell into Gold Creek Wednesday afternoon. She was swept away by the water, which runs dangerously high and fast, especially during summer months. 2 young men died there just last year. BC police have launched their summer counterattack campaign. They're stepping up roadblocks to catch impaired drivers. Officers are also keeping an eye out for distracted driving at the same time. Every summer in BC, an average of 44 people are killed in accidents connected to impaired driving. An average of 2 deaths happen every Canada Day alone. As teachers continue to walk picket lines across the province, the Vancouver School Board is still holding out hope that summer school can go ahead. The start date has been pushed back to July 7th. The VSB says the delay will allow more time for the 2 bargaining parties to reach a deal, and it will make a final decision closer to that date. The delay will also allow for a decision from the Labour Relations Board on whether summer school is an essential service. On Wednesday, the BC Teachers Federation announced it will picket summer school sites if a settlement isn't reached by Monday.